Malafide law.
No, what I'm saying, Malafide law is basically if the process is not followed, if what the law or the constitution requires is not followed, it is Malafide law. Not in fact, but in law. So because if that is so, then this court has jurisdiction, so the court can proceed. The court can look into the removal.
We are not a substitute for the Supreme Judicial Council.
Of course you're not, but the question...
We can't say, okay, now please come and give oath and give it on statement and will cross-examine.
No, this is jurisdictional question. This is jurisdictional question. You're not going to inquire into the matter while sitting as a court. The Supreme Judicial Council's, it is Supreme Judicial Council's remit to look into that matter, but I am just only saying that this court has jurisdiction to hear the petition if the inquiry has not been conducted, 209, and the procedure has not been
crossed
followed.
that bridge.
So yes. So once that is done,
where do we go from here?
Once that is done, now one fact which was alluded to, and there is a judgment, a two-member bench's judgment in Afia Sheher Banu Zia's case, BLD 2023 Supreme Court 510, wherein the two-member bench has held that if a judge has resigned or has retired, the proceedings, if while he was on the bench had commenced before SJC, they would abate. एक ये हो सकता है कि जी petition आप allow कर दें and he is treated as a retired judge and thus entitled to all the benefits which a retired judge is entitled to. But if on a broader scale, so on a broader scale, then I think since he has retired and now that
is what's troubling me. Let's suppose a complaint is filed against a judge 1 month before his retirement. And the Supreme Judicial Council, without saying he is corrupt, Supreme Judicial Council, without inquiring into the matter, recommends to the President, reports, whatever, remove him. He's removed. Now, naturally, when he filed the petition, he's already stand retired.
That's right.
So I don't think the date would there be. He has got no way to vindicate his honor.
There has to be a way.
Basically, you are saying one way is no, too bad, whether the Supreme Judicial Council inquired into the matter or not. I mean, whether we agree with the findings of the Supreme Judicial, that's a separate matter. One is at least inquire into the matter. Okay, I may have a higher level of proof, another may be lower, but leaving those technicalities aside, basic inquiry has to be conducted of some form or the other.
Absolutely.
I mean, whether it has to be in accordance with the Qanun-e-Shahadat or...
No, it's the Constitution requires so. I mean, a judge cannot be removed without inquiry.
Are judges entitled to fundamental rights or not?
Absolutely. I mean, it is at the heart of independence of judiciary. Absolutely. Absolutely. At the heart of independence of judiciary has...
इसका solution क्या है फिर?
So इसका solution to my mind is...
आप कह रहे हैं कि इसको club करें उस केस के साथ?
उसको overturn करना जरूरी होगा because that would then settle the law. Because in this case, obviously, there was a substantial period of time when the petitioner was removed.
लेकिन बात कहाँ से कहाँ connect हो जाती है?
And his
nobody could have thought this would connect there.
About 3 years.
So if he had 3 years to a service left...
No, like I said, suppose he had only 1 day left.
Yes. So in that hypothetical, then obviously...
I don't think that's really crucial aspect.
So in that hypothetical, which my Lord has just pointed out, I think it is necessary that that point is settled, that the point is settled that even if he stands retired and attains age of superannuation, the matter can still be revisited by
because that delay we are accountable for this particular case because it's proceeded so long. We can't fault the petitioner on that.
Oh, absolutely not. Nobody can.
So, कितनी hearings हो गई थी इसमें?
बेशुमार सर, many hearings.
हमने कितनी दफा सुना?
Last hearing was.
मैंने कहा आपका इल्जाम हम पे तो नहीं है, हमने कितनी दफा सुना इस केस को?
मैं आपको ऑर्डर शीट दिखाऊं तो
ये दूसरी दफा है, हम मेरे साथ ही याद दिला रहे.
But we are responsible for our senior.
अक्टूबर 2018 में ये पिटीशन फाइल
2000
नहीं वो क्योंकि वो पार्टी नहीं बनाया था ना, उसमें भी टाइम लगा. वो आपका कसूर था खान साहब, थोड़ा हमारा कसूर था मगर वो आपका कसूर था, मान लीजिए, क्योंकि आपने एलिगेशंस लगाई थी अगेंस्ट people who were not before us, so we had to give them a notice. So that goes in your we don't accept responsibility for that.
But the question that even shows that this was a case.
Wasim Sajjad Sahab, can we benefit by your acumen? Have you been following what we are talking about? What is your view? Can it be remanded to the Supreme Judicial Council or not?
But actually, I haven't studied this matter. I won't like to make a comment without going through studying it properly, because it's an important question. But I would say that the Supreme Court of Pakistan is the highest court, and there's nothing in the Constitution which prevents it from remanding the case back to the Judicial Council. But as I said, I would like to study the matter further. Once the matter is before your Lordship also has the power to do complete justice under Article 187. So there's no impediment.
आपकी अपील कब लगी है?
My Lord, it's been filed earlier today. I think it will hopefully be numbered today. And once it is numbered, I think it can be fixed whenever the office fixes it.
साबिक जज शौकत अजीज सिद्दीकी की बरतरफी के खिलाफ अपील पर समाअत इंक्वायरी के बाद इल्ज़ामात गलत साबित होते हैं तो क्या फैसला बरकरार रहेगा? चीफ जस्टिस की जानिब से ये सवाल उठाया गया।
This is like Justice Shaukat Ali's case. There was a detailed inquiry held, and after that, the Supreme Judicial Council submitted to the President to remove him. There have been even earlier cases, Ikhtalafi Hussein's case, where inquiry was held. This is the first case of risk nature where no Supreme Judicial Council did not hold any inquiry into the allegations. So therefore, my submission is this goes right against the independence of...
No, can you cite those cases, the earlier cases, where inquiries were held?
One is Justice Shaukat Ali's case is PLD 1971 Supreme Court.
1971 Supreme Court,
page 585.
585. And here you are saying the Supreme Judicial Council did hold inquiry.
Hold a very lengthy inquiry, some 80 witnesses and so on. So
recommended the judge's removal. As in the next cases, for the Supreme Judicial Council.
So it doesn't say so much, but it appears that there was some kind of a...
We will go by the Constitution. Constitution says the council on its own.
On its own.
Secretary is not the council. He may be complainant.
It may be.
He's part of the... He's part of the Supreme Judicial Council.
Maybe the council had directed him to do it. I don't know.
Nothing is on record, कोई चीज नहीं है.
लेकिन ये मतलब उसने अपने पर्सनल कैपेसिटी में दिया.
आप ये हियरिंग जो एक चीज बताइए,
आप जनाब पढ़ लीजिएगा.
कितनी दफा सुप्रीम जुडिशल काउंसिल में ये केस लगा आपका? प्लीज, आप कितनी दफा सुप्रीम जुडिशल काउंसिल ने आपको तलब किया?
एक दफा. Only on one occasion.
What happened on that occasion?
On that occasion, we said that please, in the first place...
No, you asked something, why were you called?
We were called to explain as a preliminary hearing before inquiry and preliminary hearing hoti under the...
Were you, was the petitioner alone or was he assisted?
I was with him.
क्या हुआ था? बताएं क्या हुआ था उस दिन?
उसमें यही क्वेश्चन हुआ कि ये क्या स्पीच की है आपने? Okay, we made a speech which we...
नहीं, वो ठीक है, बस. So it was a casual, formal meeting. What charge frame हुआ आपके खिलाफ? क्या?
कोई charge frame नहीं है, कोई charge frame नहीं है. बल्कि इससे पहले
we may need to see the record of the Supreme Judicial Council.
जरूर देख लीजिएगा. कोई कहाँ यहाँ भी कहीं रिपोर्ट में भी नहीं कहा गया कि कोई चार्ज फ्रेम हुआ है. रिपोर्ट में देख लीजिएगा ना, कहीं पर ये नहीं कहा गया कि मेरे खिलाफ कोई चार्ज फ्रेम हुआ, स्टेटमेंट ऑफ एलिगेशंस दी गई जिसका मैंने जवाब देना था. नथिंग ऑफ दैट सर.
आपको कोई शो कॉज नोटिस नहीं हुआ?
शो कॉज नोटिस दिया. वो
किधर है?
वो शो कॉज नोटिस
74 पे, 74 of the petition.
ये जनाब पेज
42 पर रिप्रोड्यूस भी हुआ है.
पेज 74 पर है.
इसका ये तो वेरेस. अच्छा, नाउ यू आर ये पेज 75 पे आ जाइए ना, ये है ना
ये है जी पेज 75 पर. Now your lordship are hereby called upon to explain your conduct with regard to the following allegations which prima facie constitute misconduct on your part within the meaning of paragraph B of clause 5 and clause 6 of article 209 of the Constitution. You were, while addressing the District Bar Association Rawalpindi on 21/7/2018, have leveled the following serious allegations pertaining to superior judiciary and a state institution.
No, तो देखिए इधर the question of seeking publicity नहीं allegation है.
ये नहीं है.
ये तो allegation वही है ना, substance पे जा रहे हैं straight away. It's not. अच्छा.
Making a speech and on the content of this speech actually.
अच्छा पढ़ें.
That ISI is fully involved in manipulation of judicial proceedings, including marking of cases to honorable benches. 2. That ISI personnel approached Chief Justice Islamabad High Court and asked him not to let Mr. Nawaz Sharif and his daughter come out of prison before general elections 2018 and not to include your lordship in the bench.